Hello, beautiful, blessed souls. How y'all doing? Welcome to Brainy Twin Gemini. If you're new, welcome. We'd love for you to be part of our soul tribe and our loving vibe. If you're returning sub, thank you so much for all your love, your likes, your comments, the sense of family and community on our channel. It really warms my heart, and I appreciate and care for you all so much. A little bit about me. I'm merely a messenger on this journey. I'm delivered signs, things, very powerful messages, and I firmly believe these messages are meant for you. This is a gift. Gifts are meant to be given, and this is my gift back to you in hopes that you navigate to the light of oneself and ultimately to the light of each other within. A little bit about me personally. I believe I'm a twin. I came into my twin in 2019. We had the most beautiful bubble love, and then we had all sorts of triggers in that time, and we just went our separate ways, and then by the grace of God navigated back to each other in 3D or Earth or however you resonate. So I do 4 cards for being my birth number. I do the cards strictly out of entertainment purposes, my own entertainment purposes, because the cards always resonate with the energy that is in my journal and or that I'm absorbing, I guess. We're all energy and we all have energy transference. So I'm going to do masculine energy, what's in the masculine's heart space, if they could say anything, and what is the overall energy of this beautiful, beautiful dynamic connection. So I want to just go over the masculine energy, and it's been crazy. And what it is has been, it's been like very fear-based, very high ego, lots of fear. And why is that? There's 2 reasons. They're fearing rejection. So as much as they want to come in, when they came to you, Divine Feminine, you awoke in them, you aroused them, you basically scared them. And some of them ran and without explanation, and they feel guilty. And so they're very fear-based right now. The energy in the universe is pushing physical union and reunion. So, and the numbers that I've been seeing like crazy is like 717. I don't look for these numbers. So, last night I went into the kitchen to grab something and I looked and it was 717. This morning I was making coffee. It was 717. It's like, what? It's a very significant sign of union and reunion. So if you're seeing this number, it's beautiful. For me, what's very significant to me personally is the dove. And a dove is a messenger. And if I see the dove in the morning, then I do a message. So this morning I'm like, if I see a message, if I see a dove, then I will do a message today. And within seconds, the dove appeared. But there's been a lot of crazy things, like I've been seeing 2s of everything. And, it was a very, very busy weekend in terms of nature. 2 cardinals, male and female. 2 crows, mind you, I couldn't tell if they were male and female. A huge hawk was sitting in the back tree. 2 doves. It's just, I don't know, they're just coming together. So it's all beautiful, but there is this definite fear. And again, I really want you more specifically, and again, I don't know who this message is for. I do everything with a loving heart. I care and I love and appreciate humanity. That's why I do what I do. Please, please, please be careful who you're listening to. There are some parasites out there that are just filling their bank accounts and monopolizing off your vulnerability, and that's so not what I'm here to do. And gifts are meant to be given. So on that note, I'm going to ask my beautiful viewers for a huge favor for me. So as you know, I'm always doing all sorts of work, humanitarian work. Ultimately, twins is close to my heart, obviously, because I was presented with this gift and this blessing. But I'm on a mission to expose and unmask humanity. And just expose some of the brutality that's out there, whether it be big pharma, consumer, people just getting ripped off and jaded by the dark society that we live in. Truly, we're meant to navigate our life and journey with unconditional love, and sadly, our Earth has lost sight of that. And it is in crisis right now, and if people don't see, they're blind to it. I believe that awakened souls are meant to open the eyes of the blind, and that's just not literally, but and help them navigate to the awareness and the truth, because this is not the way we're meant to navigate our journey. So anyways, with that being said, I started a new channel called Unmasked Humanity. I'm going to put one video in there, and in my description today. And one ask I have of you, beautiful souls, is the gift that you can give back to me is to either subscribe or at least watch that video. Why is it dear to my heart? Because as twins, we have a lot of trauma, and when we come into each other in the third dimensional world, when our first inception, our first meeting, that trauma is still there, and it's very, very prevalent within us. Now, not to say all of you have trauma. It's whatever resonates. Pack away what doesn't. And my beloved soul was in a terrible car accident about close to 20 years ago, and he's been fighting insurance agents, and I personally know the trauma that he's endured because we share our trauma. And this just basically exposes the law firm and the insurance company that has been compromising his self-worth, his dignity, and I'm exposing them for the parasites that they truly are, and how, if he's just one person, how many people have they done it to? So if you could just kindly, like the video, even subscribe to my channel. There's people come to me with all sorts of things about how they've been mistreated, and I just want to right some of the wrongs just by exposing them and have some social justice in this world that we live in. So if you could do that, I'll put it in my description. I'd be forever grateful, beautiful souls. So with all that gabbing, certainly have to get the gab, I'm going to get started. And it's, again, masculine energy. So I'm going to flip 4 cards. And as I look at 717 on the camera, so this is what's in their heart spaces. I cannot believe this. I've been kind of, I injured myself during the holidays, and I'm just getting back to regular duties, I guess. Oh, I cannot believe this. Okay. I do this out of my own entertainment purposes. This totally resonates with the energy. I did a short yesterday, and one of the things that it specifically says is faith, but communication. And I basically was just saying that the masculine energy has this huge desire to communicate to you, but there's fear. They're fearing rejection, and they want to tell you how they truly feel. When you were together, in whatever form you were together, whether it be talking online, there's all of these so-called experts out there. Again, you know how I feel about this. There is no twin flame university. It's a concept. It's a love. If you resonate with a twin flame or soulmate or divine love or however you resonate, there is no, this concept was brought about by whom, I don't know. I just know that it's a deep love, unexplainable, but they deeply want to communicate to you, and they truly want to tell you how they feel, but there's just this fear that's preventing them, their ego. The ego is always the nemesis on this journey, grounding, getting out into nature and grounding. They're grounding some pretty tough energy, and that energy is the fear. When you're out in nature, when you ground, you just get this sense of liberation, the sense of peace, the sense of wellness. So they're getting out there to try and ground some of their energy. Actually, some of them are just on a kind of like a sabbatical, but a sabbatical from their day-to-day, and they're focusing on their tempo and their temple health, which is beautiful. Signs and sinks. When they're out in nature, you see incredible signs and sinks. Like, for example, on the weekend, I was like, wow, all the little messengers of nature are coming back, like the cardinals and And, you know, what's ironic about the cardinal is my father is an Aries, and that's a cardinal sign. And I was just thinking about him in the morning, and I was actually talking to I talk to my father all the time, even though he's on the other side. I'm sure he can. Our soul is eternal. We are eternal, and sure as shit, the cardinal shows up like not even 10 minutes later. So signs and syncs are very, very prevalent. And when the masculine is out in nature, they're getting these profound signs and syncs. These signs and syncs are not a coincidence. Like I said, I was just giving the cardinal as an example. I can go on for days about signs and synchronicity, clairvoyance, all of that stuff, because I've lived with it my entire life. So it's not a coincidence. And sometimes these signs and syncs are so fierce that they're almost scary. They can scare you. But they're getting profound signs and things. And lastly, they're not losing the faith in this love. They have the utmost faith, the utmost trust that all will work out. They trust in God, and they trust in divine universe, whatever it may be. They have faith. They have faith that you came to them for a reason, and you changed their life dramatically. And you know, they're trying to get their shit together, and they just want you to have faith too. At the end of it all, even if you don't physically end up together, you are better people as a result of meeting each other. And that's what this journey is meant to be, to love oneself. So if they could say anything to their beautiful feminine energy, what would it be? Yeah, faith is the most important thing. I don't believe, and I never did believe when you know, this beautiful soul came in. I was actually thinking about it last night, about the cardinal again, and we were still together, but it was kind of volatile, and not in a bad way, but you know, I would sit there and I would think and I would ponder, and my ego would take control of me, because I was like, how do I feel like this about this person so quickly? Like, this is not normal. And I was married for 20 years. I had tears in my eyes because it was really, really difficult for me to comprehend and digest the way I felt for this beautiful soul. And sure as shit, again, that cardinal gets right up on the window ledge where I'm looking out. And the window ledge is so tiny. And I looked at the cardinal and I'm like, thank you, God, so much. I'm not imagining this. So if the masculine energy could say anything, what would it be? Oh yeah, and if you beautiful souls, like, if you could so look at that, and if there's anyone or anything you want me to expose, let me know. I have a very huge list for my soul circle of people, and maybe even, you know, if there's like a specific person out there that's like giving false hope or false information, let me know. I'll do it in the most loving way possible. But, you know, we have to take the blinders off of these. I'm peeling away the layers of my false self. Exactly. I feel like the last layer is this regret, this fear, and guilt. Because they never meant to do what they did. They ran strictly out of fear. They were scared, protecting their heart. It felt like it was so good to be true. And once you get and you peel back all the layers, there's nothing left except for your true, authentic you. It takes time, and you know, you have momentum forward, and then sometimes momentum backwards. But they want you to know that. Meditating unconditional love. I feel like they're meditating unconditional love in nature, and grounding their energy, and just meditating. All of this is new to them, but they're going with the flow, and they're navigating with the voice in their heart and their inner guide. But then there's sometimes that interference of that ego. Why, I don't want to tell you what the ego is. You can figure that one out on your own. The ego is there to protect us, but the ego is also a nemesis on this journey. And you know, it's a battle truly within yourself. And who win? If your ego wins, then you stay stuck in the 3D world. I have tried to text you so many times, but I cannot find the courage to hit send. Absolutely. They look at your picture on their phone. If they have your picture, they'll go to social media, they'll look at your picture. They want to send you a message. That communication card came out for a reason. But how things ended didn't end in a proper way. And running from something without any closure is not a proper way to end things. But you got to understand, when fear is involved, you run. It's, you know, if you're in nature and, you know, there's a wild animal coming after you, like a lion per se, what are you going to do? Are you going to stand there? No, you're going to run. So and they don't feel good about it, and that plagues them. And lastly, and most importantly, you inspire me to be a better person. I said that earlier. Absolutely, always. You inspire each other to be better people. And this trauma and, you know, that you've endured, much of humanity, honestly, has endured some form of trauma in their life. A trauma is meant to condition you. And you're meant to learn from it, and you're meant to navigate your journey with these learnings. Some people go down the unforbidden path and they stay there. And some people just navigate their journey knowing that this was something that they were meant to learn in their life. So you inspire each other to be better. And it's most beautiful. And we are meant to raise the vibration of this world. So I am going to give you overall energy of this beautiful, beautiful connection. And I'm going to give you 4 cards here. So what is the overall energy? And my throat, like, it's so weird. Sorry, like, I have no, like, scratchiness, and then I start this, and it's, so, to me, it's the throat chakra, and it's, like, communication. It just clarifies that. This daydreaming card keeps coming out all the time. So this is overall energy. Oops. Yeah. Third eye too is clearing. So this is overall energy. Twin flames. If you're not sure what this relationship is, twin flames, again, I don't know where this concept came. The only thing that I know about this is that it's a love unexplained, and all of the signs and all of the symptoms, I guess if you want to call symptoms, pointed me to twin flames. I never even heard of twin flames, to be quite honest, until I met my beloved soul. And I was hungry for knowledge. And ironically, this knowledge just fell in my lap. So if you're wondering, that you are twin flames. And the masculines come to this as well. Daydreaming. I feel like you're both daydreaming about each other. You're both, reminiscing. You're both nostalgic. You both think each other is like absolutely gorgeous, sexy, most beautiful person in the world. You're just daydreaming about the life that you had when you were together, and the life you're going to have when you are together. Some of you are at a crossroads. Okay, I feel like this crossroads is the ego and this fear and this rejection, and just go within. Get out into nature, go within, listen to your inner voice, and meditate and breathe and clear that noise of your mind, and those answers will come, and that knowledge and that wisdom will come within. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm also going to do, where did they go? I guess I'm not meant to. I just had them. This is like totally freaky. Okay, well that's that. Oh, here they are. Never mind. Right in front of my face. There's some strange things have been happening to me lately, like the Mandela effect. It's just weird, weird, weird how I don't even want to go there. So if it's 4, I'll take it. It's not. Just a different type of message. It's 4, and this is, it is 4, so I'll take it. Different type, just different, So here we are, and here we are. Okay, so caring connection. This is a beautiful, caring, loving connection. You care deeply for each other like nothing before, and it's beautiful. And you're meditating and caring, and it's a very, very, very beautiful, beautiful connection. No matter what happens, even though you try and sever that tie, you're always together, and energetically and soully. And it's a very, very caring connection and a protecting connection. You protect each other, and I love it. And you're just in that caring mode. Seventh angel, seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel, and that is it's universal consciousness. You're awakened. You're aware. That's what I said earlier. You know what you're meant to do on this journey. You bring each other in to open your eyes and awaken and come to that awareness and that higher consciousness. And it's beautiful. And I feel like it's amazing. Community. I have this card here, and this resonates with something that I just said earlier. And this is again, however you resonate. There's someone in your community, there's someone in your circle that's not serving or fulfilling your soul purpose or your current situation. They're sabotaging, and they don't really want this caring connection for you. Even though they say, oh, this, that, and the other, behind your back, they're putting a knife in it. So please, I know I had to sever a friendship of 37 years, believe it or not, when I was on this journey. It's like, you know what? This drama has to go. And as much as I had this legacy and I had this loyalty, it didn't mean it was fulfilling or serving me, you know? And it could be family. If your family's mistreating you, family is not, sorry, I don't know what this throat thing is. I think the communication's coming. If family's treating you horribly and not respecting you, family does not treat family that way. So you can just walk away until they want to get to a better and higher vibration. It's sad to say that there's some family members out there that are in such a low vibration. They, what's that saying? Misery loves company. They want to bring you down to that vibration. And if you stay down in that low vibration, you're not going to journey forward. You're going to stay stuck. So you can always just walk away and say, this isn't serving me right now. When you want to, get back into a loving energy field, then you can be in my life. So just be careful. And journey. This is a journey. This is a spiritual journey. I feel like this resonates with the Crossroads card, and in your journey. And I feel like this community card resonates with the journey. So who are you surrounding yourself with? I know with myself personally, I spent a lot of time alone. And I know this sounds strange, but I didn't like people at that time. I didn't want them around me because I wanted just to clear, the karma. I wanted to just cleanse my soul, so to speak. And I just felt like this community interfered with my journey of oneself to the light and the love within. So that's what I have for you, beautiful folks, today. I'll give you one last loving message. You're beautiful, all of you, and you just have to keep, it can be very deflating, this journey, but through it all, if you heal trauma and you become a better person as a result, and you love yourself more, then that love just radiates out there. And it says here, a great love requires intimacy, trust, and the ability to share your feelings, express your doubts and fears, your likes and dislikes, talk openly, listen and be present, always with an open heart and mind. I want to talk about this doubts and fears, this communication with the masculine energy. They want to talk openly, they want to share their fears, and they listen and be present. I don't really want to share this, but I will. When I was in physical separation from my twin, I used to talk to him all the time because I could feel the energy transference, and I could feel his energy. So I used to talk to him. Talk freely. If you're upset, you're upset. If you love, you love. But just do it freely with an open heart and an open mind. And I love it all so much. And again, beautiful souls, thank you all so much. You're loved more than you know by your twin. It's hard, I know. But just keep the faith. That faith card came out. And one last ask for you beautiful, beautiful souls is just to please like this video that I post in the description box. It really means the world to me. I need to get this out there for my beloved soul. He was treated horribly, inhumanely, and even if he doesn't get the compensation, the financial compensation that he rightfully deserves, at least we get the social justice of exposing these money-hungry, greedy people. Have a super day, folks.